My name too loud, my thoughts untamed, but I learned to bend without the break, to play their rules but not their fate. They taught me shame, I answered back with eyes that cut through every mask. I failed, I fell, I stood again, not by grace but grit and flame. I'm not the stillness, I'm the tide, a storm that waits then burns the sky. Born too loud, too sharp, too much, but made for war, for truth, for trust. They'll never name what I became, a girl too fast to fit their frame. But every flaw they tried to hide is now the reason I survive. Dragged me north where no one smiled, where books were rules and hearts on trial. I held my tongue, I bit my pride, but still my thoughts refused to hide. I passed their tests with different eyes, not built for scores but seeing lies. I learned their laws, I learned their ways, and still I dreamed of ocean days. My mind's a storm, but I've made it lean, sharp as a blade, fast and unseen. I slipped through doors they tried to close, and walked through fire no one chose. I'm not the silence, I'm the spark that finds its way through halls gone dark. Too quick to tame, too strange to fall, but made to break a higher wall. They wrote me off, then watched me rise, a storm that learns, a girl who tries. And though I walk in strangers' lands, I shape the world with calloused hands. You say I scatter, but only when the world stands still. You say I stray, but I find truth outside your will. You say I'm wild, but wild is how the island breathes. I falter in the quiet days, but sharpen when the fire sways. I drift in lines you call control, but lock in when the cannons roll. You thought I'd fold, but I unfold when storms arrive. I don't let go, I move where silence dares not stay, and hold my ground when light gives way. And every edge you tried to dull became the blade that took your hull. I'm not the peace you understand, I'm wind and fire wrapped in sand, too fierce to hold, too soft to kill, a war made quiet, a mind made still. The calm I find in burning skies, that's where my strength and sorrow lie. And when the storm comes for my kin, you'll see what lives beneath this skin. I was made for more than rules and fear, and the world I need is drawing